Hello and welcome to Surplus School. Today we're going to talk about these are signs people think you are attractive. If you are new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button for more life-amazing videos. Now let's get into it. Number 1. They see you differently. Are you your worst critic? Do you take lots and lots of photos before finally getting satisfied with one and deciding to upload it? You are not alone. A lot of people do that. But what do your friends say about it? Do they just laugh at you when you complain about your looks, or do they look at you in a weird way and act like they don't know what you're talking about? If it's the second one, then it is a sure sign that your friends think you're attractive. When you complain about your hair and your friend tells you otherwise, it's not always because your friend wants to make you feel better. There's a big chance that she really thinks there's nothing wrong with your hair. It's normal for friends to laugh at each other and even make fun of each other. But it's also normal for them to give compliments here and there to boost your confidence. So, if it's hard for you to use your friends as an example to prove if you are really good looking, then listen to what other people have to say. If you are with someone who teases you a lot and you say something about your smile or the photo you just uploaded like, "I don't like my smile today," then you proceed to talk about how you wish you had a better smile, some people would just say you are fishing for compliments, even though you genuinely feel bad. But if the other person just looks at you and tells you that he thinks you look nice or you have a nice smile, maybe it's time for you to believe and just say thank you. Number 2. Forgiven. The song says everybody loves pretty, and some people might deny it, but it is only because they are not aware that they do love pretty people. Think of this. Have you ever done something wrong and when you try to apologize, the other person just forgave you right away? And though you appreciate it, you kind of wondered why they let you off the hook real quick. This is a sign that they think you are an attractive person. Just picture a pretty girl being clumsy and then she accidentally bumped on you or stepped on your foot. If you look down at your shoes and was about to get angry, but then you look up and see the pretty face, you decided to change your reaction. You probably almost said, "Hey, watch where you're going!" And then you saw her and was like, "Oh, hey, are you okay?" You were about to get angry, but seeing a pretty face changes that. This is because you surely don't want to scare that pretty face away. So you try to be understanding because you want them to like you, or simply because you just got mesmerized. We are not saying that it's all about the face, but you kind of get my point. So if you do something wrong and people always forgive you and try to understand you no matter how lame your excuse is, chances are they think you are attractive. Is there anyone in your office that treats you like this? Number 3. A helping hand. Do you have to beg for help just for your coworkers to lend you a hand? Have you reached the point where you got frustrated because nobody was paying attention even when your hands were full? Well, sorry to tell you, but most attractive people don't have to face problems like that. Why? Because if you are good looking, people will always want to help you out. Now, don't assume that people only help other people if they find the other person handsome or pretty. Of course, there are plenty of reasons to help. Most of the times, people are just really nice. But like the previous reason we gave you, the reason that people want to help good-looking people is that they want attention. It makes them feel good that someone who looks good pays attention to them. Think of your crush, your pretty coworker, or your classmate. If they need help with something, don't you immediately volunteer to help out? You think that the more you help them, the more they will like you. And if they like you, you feel happy and confident. You may not even notice yourself smiling while your crush thanks you for the help you gave. Surely not just once, right? She probably remembers you by now and thinks that she can always count on you to help. Now, put yourself in the situation of your crush. Do people come to your rescue? How many times have they offered to help? If they help you most of the time, if not all the time, then you can assume that they want your attention. You can assume that they think you are good looking. You no longer have to worry about asking for help over and over again without any of your coworkers paying attention. Number 4. They care about what you think. How do you act when you are talking to the person you like? Are you confident? Do you think you look perfect and that the other person enjoys talking to you as well? Or is it the opposite? Do you suddenly feel conscious? Do you wish you dressed better? If you are talking to people you think are good looking, you worry about a lot of things because you feel intimidated. If you were friends or family, you couldn't care less if they like your shirt or not, because there is familiarity in your relationship. But if it's with attractive people, your confidence shakes. You might even think that they might not like your perfume or that the way you talk is weird, but it's more likely that they don't care as well. You just get conscious because you see this beautiful creature in front of you and you suddenly feel like maybe they see all your flaws. But it's you. You see your flaws. You silently criticize yourself in front of an attractive person. Now, if you see people being conscious of their looks when they are talking to you, then that just means that they find you attractive. If you don't want them to feel bad, then just tell them they look nice so they don't feel intimidated anymore. Number 5. Casual conversations. Nice weather, right? How many times have you heard this? Or maybe it's something like, "Hi, are you waiting for someone?" Do people make random conversations with you and just try to make small talk? You might think that the person is just friendly and just wants someone to talk to while he's waiting for someone. But you just can't assume that everyone is friendly. If it keeps happening to you, it means you are attractive. It means you look good enough to catch their attention. Maybe they're on their way to some place and then they see you, so they decide to just have a nice chat with you. It usually starts with the hi and hellos until it turns to some weird story about their pet or family. And you, on the other hand, often give a polite laugh to stop the conversation from getting more awkward than it already is. This is because if you see someone attractive, you want them to pay attention. And small talks make them pay attention for a bit longer. But since it is just casual small talk, and you don't know much about each other's lives, the conversation sometimes gets weird and you hear them talk about people you don't know. Number 6. They think you're taken. Are you in a relationship? If not, how do people react when they find out? Do they get surprised as if it's just impossible that you don't have a romantic partner? If they do get surprised, then that means they think you are good looking, and therefore maybe you are someone's partner. People always assume that good-looking people are all taken, like me. Oh, excuse me. It's like they automatically think this way. So if someone doesn't believe you when you say that you are single, then you can take that as a compliment, as they think many would want someone like you. So there's no way that you are not yet taken. So, looking back at your high school days or your time in university, can you remember people who would lend you a helping hand most of the time? Thinking back to all of the things that happened to you, did you come to a realization that maybe one of those people you met actually find you attractive? What did you do back then? How did you feel? And how do you feel about it now? Would you have done something different if you could go back to that day? Tell us in the comments below. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from it. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching.